talked about Osage Beach a lot over the last couple of years. Mostly the Nichols developments, right? The apartments at Sycamore Creek. We've had delinquencies. We reached out, heard from contractors. We talked with Thomas Construction and Chad Nugent last week. We told you about that. And so reaching out and saying, hey, do we have any updates? And speaking to both Thomas Construction and speaking to contractors who have been delinquent, not gotten paid in full, who are still not paid in full. But they said, hey, we had positive movement Friday with an additional communication on bank funding. Owner was on site communicating, and great communications between the contractors and the bank, and they're incredibly optimistic that even if the bank financing doesn't kick in, that developer Tegethoff is making moves to bring in more of his own financing to help get them caught up. And speaking to another contractor, they mimic the same message, saying the plan is for us to get another draw this week, which by the time you're watching would have been Monday or Tuesday, and they feel good about this, or as good as they have in recent time. And so there is movement. They are getting some payments, and we're going to continue to ask, continue to look, continue to push, and hope that everyone gets paid in full. And again, this project comes to fruition because at the end of the day, that's truly what's going to be best for everybody in the area, is if both the apartments at Sycamore Creek off of Nichols come to fruition, as well as Oasis at Lakeport, the amusement park and Marriott Hotel, that comes to fruition. That's what's in the best interest of everybody, not a year in holdout, not liens maturing, not delinquency sitting out there and contractors not getting paid and developers looking terrible, whether they should or shouldn't. And no one wins with all that, right? The only way everybody wins in this situation is if both projects come to fruition and everybody gets paid. And these are good gigs for our local contractors. These are really lucrative gigs, right? These are great. If you're a contractor, you're in concrete, you're in plumbing, you're in HVAC, you're a general contractor, these are the kind of gigs you want, right?
Absolutely, a lot of money to be made.
They want these to come to fruition, as they should. Now, I think it's worth mentioning, because we have not done a great job of hammering this home. We have been hard on the city of Osage Beach, and in my opinion, rightfully so. We've yet to get a response from the city of Osage Beach. But it is worth noting that the way they wrote this chapter abatement and these things on the Oasis at Lakeport, and I believe at Nichols apartments, is none of the rebates, none of the kickbacks, none of the reimbursements are going to come until the project comes to complete fruition. Meaning, if it does go belly up, if people don't get paid, the city's out nothing. They're never going to have to pay the reimbursement, the sales tax, the things of that nature. And that's as far as I understand it. That is not law or 100% fact, but that is as far as I understand.
And we did ask, we left an open invitation for anybody at the city of Osage to come on the show this week and update the situation. If we're getting something wrong, to let us know what's wrong, tell us what's right. And you didn't hear back from anybody at the city on that?
Not yet. And I included everyone from Gina Woods and all the Board of Aldermen and Mayor Harmison, just to reach out and say, hey, I saw Mayor Harmison's message after Thursday's Board of Aldermen meeting, and I wanted everyone to know he didn't list us by name, but he was addressing you and I on Cup of Coffee. And here's the initial story we did. Here's the follow-up story. And I want you guys to know we're not out against you. We love the city of Osage Beach. We love the area. More than anything, we felt like this could set a bad precedent for things in the future. And so we've tried to be a voice for the contractors that can't be a voice for themselves. But please understand, I went on to say in my email that even though our angles or our stances may not always be the same, I urge you that our passion to do what's best and right for the city of Osage Beach, for today, for tomorrow, and for years to come, remain intact, because that's what I want. And with that being said, I invite anyone to come on and have this discussion. Let's get this out in the open and let's figure out where it went wrong. But I didn't want people to believe, based on us not getting listed in some of the ways, things can get taken out of context, right? As we've seen in many cases. And so we did reach out to the city of Osage Beach. We said, look, we're not working against you guys. We'd love to talk with you. And so that is still an open invitation, should anybody, one of our aldermen, whether Cole Bradbury, the city's attorney, whether Mayor Harmison, Phyllis Morose, Alderman Ross, any of the aldermen want to come on. We'd love to have a conversation with you. And it won't be a gotcha piece. It won't be a gotcha. No. Like, we want to have open conversations.
Well, and we know, we make mistakes. Sometimes we get it wrong. Maybe we've got the wrong information, or we're not seeing it right. So we invite them to come on, tell us if we're wrong, tell us where we're wrong, what is right, what's the truth, all that stuff. We're not here to, try to prove that we're right all the time. We're here to see what's going on and let everybody know what's going on. And kind of keep the community informed. So if we're wrong, we're inviting you from the city to come on and tell us where we're wrong. You
Sure.
know. So thanks for watching Cup of Coffee with Wild Will and Uncle Chris from Slumberland Furniture.
And while you're watching it this short, you can see the whole episode of every week's Cup of Coffee by going to our YouTube page. Make sure that you subscribe and like this video, and make sure you hit the bell down below so you get notified every time we put new content right here on the Lake TV YouTube page.